Welcome, students. I'm going to complete the warm-up for TOC 4, second verse, same as the first. Let's zoom on in to evaluate each expression. Remember that evaluate means to find the value of. Seeing as this is a numerical expression, you'll be able to just follow the order of operations to get the solution. Here we have, on number 1, 5 divided by 3/4. Now, there were several ways we did this in our interactive notebook. We could model this, but you can also do the shortcut, the keep, change, flip model. So I'm going to show you the keep, change, flip for time efficiency. I'm going to show my work down here in the space below. 5 divided by 3/4. You'll keep 5. You'll change division to multiplication. And flip means change it to its reciprocal, 4/3. You might recall that there's an invisible 1 under the 5. So now you'll simply follow the procedure for multiplication of fractions where you multiply straight across. You multiply 5 times 4, which is in the numerator, and then 1 times 3, which is in the denominator. Again, improper fraction, which is 20 over 3. I want to simplify this. 3 goes into 20 about 6 times, because 6 times 3 would be 18, but the leftover of 2/3. 6 and 2/3 is your final answer there. All right, number 2. 24 hundredths divided by 6/10. A lot of children are going to attempt to do this one mentally. I just want to make sure that you don't get the decimal in the wrong place. So 24 hundredths goes inside the division bracket. 6/10 goes outside the division bracket. Remember that you want to multiply and divide with whole numbers. So we're going to move it by a power of 10. If we move this one place value, we have to move this one place value. And bring that decimal straight up. 6 can't go into 2, but 6 can go into 24 4 times. 4 times 6 is 24. When you subtract, you have no remainder. So you have 4/10 as your answer. That was a 0 there. 4/10. Scooting back up to number 3. Here, if we use the order of operations, you're going to take care of your parentheses before you divide. So 14 plus 8 is 22. Over 2, because the denominator did not change. 22 divided by 2 is 11. We can handle this one in a couple different ways on number 4. We can either divide each section first, or we could treat it as fractions that we're adding. If we divide each section, what I mean by that is we do 14 divided by 2 gets you 7, plus 8 divided by 2 gets you 4. And then 7 plus 4 is 11. That is one solution. Or if you decide to add them like fractions, fractions have to have like denominators, and in fact these do. So you would simply add the numerators and keep the denominator. If you do that route, you would have 14 plus 8, which is 22. You keep the denominator, which is 2. Your answer still comes out to 11. So either way that you attack it, you get the same answer. What do you notice about the questions, about the answers to questions 3 and 4? The answers are the same. The answers are the same. Okay. To recap, number 1, 6 and 2/3. Number 2, 4/10. Number 3 and 4 are both 11. Circle your happy answers. That completes the warm-up. Just to take a look ahead at the learning goals, this is when we introduce the algebra tiles. We're going to create and simplify algebraic expressions. We're going to use the associative, commutative, and distributive properties to help simplify the expressions. We're also going to use, we're going to rewrite expressions as the product of 2 factors. You notice here, like terms. We're going to show you that with the algebra tiles on the next lesson. Distributive property we've discussed, but we're going to show it with the algebra tiles. And then equivalent expressions is when you rewrite it using like terms. So the combining like terms is going to become a key word here for you. combining like terms. All right, so visit back again for getting started in the next lesson.